Good morning, good morning, good morning, good. Make a morning. Hello, 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 hello. Hi guys, how you doing? There's the music. I don't know if I feel blue today. I don't know if I feel blue. Pop a collar, like. Hello, I'm still getting dressed if you don't see. Oh, this shirt has like no shape. Whatever. Hello. Howdy dowdy. Welcome to Monday. Literally thought that the only option that wasn't picked. I never see, but don't write what you're gonna choose in chat. I don't often look. I never look at the poll ever because I can't. Oh, I can see that. I fucked chat. I pressed my see poll button and it worked, but then now I've ruined it and it says I can't see any chat and it's got a power ups thing. I don't know what I've done. Thank you, Exceed. Hello everyone. So welcome to Nugget Monday. We are doing all things nuggets. It was a spurred on from a conversation during the week about nugs and getting them crispy and how much I love nuggets, and community members discussing how much they like nuggets and tenders. Exceed has just challenged me to one of the types of nuggets. He wants an Indian inspired nugget. So I think we do like a masala maybe. Nearly 5,000 points were used and I was the only one that wasn't picked. I'm sorry guys. Who likes nuggets? What type of nuggets do you like? There's multiple varieties. You get to you can choose like KFC nuggets, like a crumb nugget. You can choose like a breaded nugget. Then you've got a tempura nugget, which is from McDonald's. Then you've got like a Chick-fil-A, not really nugget, more like a bite. Like, what do they call them? They're not really nuggets at Chick-fil-A. They're kind of just like little drops, dollops. I like nuggets, tempura ones. Oh, so we're gonna make tempura. We're going to make crispy coconut like breaded nuggets. Then we are going to, I didn't think about the sauces. Maybe we can make some sauces. We're going to do like a masala nugget now, like an Indian inspired nugget. And then like a molly fried chicken nugget. So we'll do some in the air fryer, some pan fried. It's going to be good. Good morning, Liz. Got to have sauce for your nugs. What is the best sauces? I want you to vote. Before we continue, let's go into the pantry. We just gotta make this. It's caffeine time for the... Oh my God, are you kidding? Guys, how was your weekend? What'd you get up to? What did everyone do? What did you see? What are you excited about? What are you sad about? What are you stressed about? What a news! What's some news to wake up to? Mr. Biden stepping down. Well, not stepping down. Not going to go for re-election. Whoa. Wow. I called it on what day we're Exceed and I going? Saturday. I called it on Saturday. So to Exceed, I hear some rumblings on Reddit. I reckon he's gonna step down, or he's gonna do something on. We don't really talk about politics here, and I know I shouldn't have brought this up, but it's just something that is like, something that is shocking to me this morning. Just making Exceed some coffee. We installed some stuff in our garage. We got some new shelving or racks, pegboards. I think they're called. But I always think of pegboards as like wooden, but they're like metal racking for our tools and organize our garage. And then we did a little bit of not much. Exceed played some Final Fantasy. I played some The Good Fight, not a game, just watched it. Nothing really too much. Morning, how's bells? How was your weekend, everyone? What did you get up to? Did you play it twice? Beware, thank you for the 100 bits. Got to have sauce for your nuggies. I agree. We're going to talk about the sauce, but before we continue, let's go back to last time on. Show what we did on the last stream, which was pizza. We discussed all different types of Italian tomatoes. So we were discussing 3 varieties of, like 3 brands of diced tomatoes from Italy, and did a taste off. My opinion, I didn't really think they taste too different. But, oh my God, that was the best one of the day. Oh, we made some, obviously, Neapolitan style pizza. Then we did some mama style, kind of like a Detroit, but like less cheese. That was, it didn't look as good as it did in person, but that was apple rhubarb dessert pizza. That was Mexican street corn pizza, Mexican street corn dip from my website. Yum. That was a pizza sandwich, which was filled with homemade fresh pesto, which we made on stream. That was the best one. What else did we do? That was 4 cheese and basil. And it was a great stream. 500 bits, $5 tip, 3 subs, resubs, gifted sub. People knew it in the form of follows. We love Friday pizzas. This week is going to be a little bit different though. No pizza. We are making pizza dough, but we have a family event. So we're making pizza dough on stream, but Exceed and I can't do 2 pizza meals in a week. So we decided that we'll make the dough. We're going to make 2 different types of dough. Oh, I don't know. We're going to make the dough on the Friday. We'll probably make some focaccia, make some mama style pizzas or grandma. They're not mama. I keep calling them mama. They're grandma style pizzas, or no pizza cooking, unfortunately. Sorry. So we've got all things nuggets today, brownie meetings, Tuesdays and Thursdays. First things first, lasagna. We're also doing some brownies for Exceed to take. We're doing a test of the Biscoff brownies and the pistachio brownies for Exceed to take into the office. Then Friday we're doing Jennifer Aniston salad. It's kind of like a vegetarian quinoa chickpea. It looks really yummy. So it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week, isn't it? Got to go buy dinner makings, no worries. That basil one, I want to nom on. Oh, it's so good. Rosalie, how was your weekend? What'd you get up to? Have you been, I was going to say cycling. You can't.
Delicious.
Have you been gone for a ride recently? Phoenix, welcome back for another month. Thank you for being a part of the community. Did you have a good weekend? I hope it was fantastic. Being on 2 wheels, nice. Where did you go? Did you go for big drives? Who did you go with? Do you often just like to go out by yourself, or for safety reasons, do you prefer to go with other people? Hello. How's everyone doing today? We're doing good. We're just beginning. We're just getting into it. I'm at home with COVID. Oh, you poor thing. Have you had it before? I think I've only had it once. No. Have I had it twice? Oh my God, I don't remember. I think I've only had it once. And I died. It was bad. But I hear the second time is worse. It's my first time with COVID which is a miracle since I work at, oh my goodness. You've got a really good immune system, it seems like. Some solo was in a funeral procession as well for a young person yesterday. Over 300 motorcycles, they said. This morning was solo to grab some bread and turkey bacon. Nice, nice, nice. I'm sorry to hear about the young person. That's a really lovely send-off though, that you could be a part of it. It's really sweet. All right, before we continue, let's do a deep dive into Discord, show what the community has been cooking and eating. And I've been cooking the last few days. A little bit of a cook up. Okay, my bud's connected to my computer and then I had to go and turn it off, but I didn't switch it off. Don't switch. All right, this is amazing. For a first try especially, these are probably better than I could make. And I've made macarons a few times. This is from Annie. Annie, first attempt at macarons. They turned out a bit misshapen, but kind of cute. Little froggies. Which is your favorite? I'm gonna say this one. This one's my favorite here. I like his wide eyes, his little nose. Very cute job. Annie, you should be so proud of yourself. As far as I know, I'm still winning the particular dodgeball game. I'm scared of what will happen when it's my turn. Hold on, you're gonna have to explain to me. How are you winning? What do you mean when it's your turn? Hasn't the game like started and finished? Oh, COVID is the dodgeball game. I was so confused. I was like, what are you talking about? You've not had COVID yet and you're like a public facing, like in a job that you're in contact with so many people all the time. Beware, that is impressive. I dub bottom left Crumb because he looks like he's holding up his eyes. This one here. Nice. Was that yummy, Margot? Nope, and Jade just had it confirmed once, probably twice. Wow. Oh, I got this email to say I didn't even know that, I didn't feel that my sous vide was that old, but I just got an email on the weekend, Friday I think, saying that my sous vide is being sunsetted and no longer have app support after September the 28th next year. They've given me a code for 50% off another one. So I don't know if I will buy, I like it, but I don't know if I'll use it that much. So if there's anyone that is looking for a sous vide that would want a 50% off code, please contact me. Yeah, so it's a bit annoying though that it's not going to have app support. So that means with the Anova app, you can look in there, so like sous vide chocolate or whatever, you put it in there and then you start the recipe. And what it does is it will heat up to a certain temperature, it will hold it there per the recipe, then it will reduce. So you don't really have to do much. It's pretty cool. The issue is the connectivity is pretty shit. Like you have to have your phone, like you can't move your phone away from near the machine. So I think the newer models are way better. I know the Pro one connects through Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So does this, but I could never really get the Wi-Fi connected. It only ever really connected through Bluetooth. And if you walked away from it, it would drop out. So I get it, but I do like the app. Just, it makes things easier. So it's a bit of a bum. It's like, what do they call it with iPhone, like with phones? Force something, where like they make it go out of date. like out of action. What is that word? It's just annoying. But I can't really complain. Forced obsolescence, that's it. Obsolescence, sir. I can't really complain because I don't use it as regularly as I should. I just started getting to it again. I've used it twice since. Forced upgrade? No, it's forced obsolescence. Molly made me buy pizza for dinner on Friday. Look at this. Never seen anyone eat. I thought Grumpy was joking when she said mushrooms and anchovies. Does anyone other than Hell's Bells, who eats whole anchovies like this? How many of you love anchovies? I would love to hear. This is literally just cheese, mushroom, and anchovies. I think I would try it. I don't know how much I would like it, like the salty flavor, but they're not even evenly spaced, the anchovies. Like this piece here, if you cut that, didn't even have an anchovy around it. Look at that. I love anchovies, but would usually have them broken up into small pieces. Yeah. Kimmy's like, no. Looks good, Grump. I love you for doing what you're doing. I love that you're doing you. This was, Saturday lunch. Vietnamese caramelized beef. Honestly, it tasted like my char siu beef. It was nice. It was very sweet though. Hey Raymond, welcome back. The salad was nice, but my salad looked nothing like theirs. That was what I came up with. That was my salad. And I think the too much hoisin, I'm not sure, but it was nice. The nuts were yummy. I liked it. Nito posted this, what I want to try, hot honey, but it's I don't know how to pronounce the name, Capellino, is that honey? I haven't heard the best things about this honey company. I heard that they were bringing in fake honey to Australia. Does anyone, can you confirm, deny? But I've always been saying I want to try a hot honey product. So if anyone's tried this, let me know. $5.99 ain't too bad. But it's pretty cheap for honey. So I wonder if it's like, and what kind of chili. I might go and grab some. Hey Google, add hot honey to my shopping list.
Got it. I added hot honey to the list called shopping.
All right, so we've got Nito HelloFresh Mexican prawns with garlic rice. Instead of making a salad from the tomato and spinach, I stirred the spinach into the cooked rice. Absolutely delicious. 11 out of 10 would recommend. Nice. Yum. Looks good. Nito, are you on holiday? Is it next week? When do you go on holiday? Oh, I was a bit excited for this. Greek yogurt with some thawed raspberries, frozen raspberries that I just thawed out. Then with this new nut butter that I got. It was almond butter, Brazil nuts, and cashews. And then I put a little touch of maple syrup in there. Yum. Hot honey really is the trendy thing right now, isn't it? Yeah, maybe we should do a hot honey brownie. What do you think? I haven't tried them, as I assume I would like them because you like sardines? Yeah? Anchovies are a little bit quite salty compared to sardines, but still fish. Look at this eggplant, guys. This came in our grocery order. It's really hit and miss sometimes with online orders because sometimes you get a massive eggplant and then other times you get like a broccoli that's this big and it's like $3. So this eggplant is arguably the biggest eggplant that I have ever seen. Like, it's probably the size of my face. It's like the size of Romeo. Look at that. It's huge. So I don't need to know what to do with it. I wasn't expecting this much eggplant. Look at that. It's almost the same color as the room. Grumpy, after months of trying to find them, she found Cool Ranch Doritos. $11.99. Damn. $11.99 for a packet of Doritos. That is dedication. They are tasty. I wouldn't say they're my favorite. My favorite are the black one, the red ones, red and black. Well, they're all black, aren't they? All got some black. Is it Cheese Supreme? They are the GOAT. Don't even try and argue. The red Cheese Supreme are the best. Nacho cheese can go and die. Cheese Supreme is the best. Imagine all the eggplant parmesan you can make with that. What about eggplant nuggets today? What about eggplant nuggets? I need to make up for the baba ganoush that I made the other day. I blended the baba ganoush, I cooked the eggplant in the pizza oven, and then I blended it with the skin on. Like it ruined it. The charred skin, it was kind of a bit overbearing. This came in from McMargo. Margo. I honestly, I didn't look at the video and I thought, oh, that doesn't look as good. Then I watched the video, holy dooly. I think we're gonna have to try this. Maybe like a little version next week. Or not this, probably on Friday maybe? What do you think? So you make a focaccia and then you poke it with holes and then you fill it with jam and then put a glaze on top. Yum. Grumpy, out of 10, how are you Cool Ranch Doritos? I also had grouper for the first time the other day. Groper the fish. I didn't know what you were talking about. It was pretty good and it reminded me of sardines too. Interesting. Groper tastes like sardines? Okay. Hey Steph, welcome in. Then we have this Entomina. So if you're just joining us at the start of each stream, we do a recap of our last stream, the last time on, and then we do a deep dive into our Discord channel called All Things Food and Pizza. So we share what the community has been cooking and eating over the last few days, hopefully inspire each other, discussions about different foods. Antomina's customer went on a tour of some olive groves and they bought them back 4 bottles, $200 US dollars worth of olive oil. Amazing. Really good. Then, I found this video on making malt bowls like Whoppers or Maltesers. I think this would be good. Looks like I found my channel. I love food. Fantastic. What type of food do you like to cook or eat? Are you a cook or do you like to eat? Because we have a lot of people in the community. Some like to cook, some don't like to cook at all, and they just like to eat. They just like food. And whatever you are, whatever human you are, you're welcome. Just pull up a chair, come and hang out with us. Okay, so this is another video. I want to hear about how you like your marshmallows, how you like them well cooked, raw, was it rare, medium, well done. I think I like medium well. Sometimes well done and very charred, but most times under. Depends on how I'm eating it. East Coast, Australia, Queensland,
delicious.
In an egg shortage. Beware, thank you for gifting to Steph, you wonderful human. Thank you very much. Steph, welcome in. Now you have ad-free viewing. You have for this month, if you join our Discord channel, a Discord server, you have access to our Molly Test Kitchen, which is some free recipes that I am creating before they go on the website. You've been a chef for about 5 years. Amazing. Well, you obviously like cooking then. What type of food do you like to cook? Steak, prawn dumplings, roast veg, steamed veg, and aioli. Wow. Whoa, that's a loaded meal. Looks good, Wolf. Steak, prawn, veggies. Good. Knights Camp Burgies, TGI Fridays, messy cheeseburger. Looks pretty good though. Look at those chippies. There's no TGI Fridays near us, but we do have TGI Fridays in Australia. I wonder how different they are to American TGI Fridays. And then we've got garlic ciabatta. That looks good. If you have been around here for a while, you know that I don't like garlic bread. I find that a lot of mass-produced garlic bread is trash. I only really like it if I buy it myself or you get it from Sizzler. But that doesn't look too good to do it. That doesn't look too bad. I don't mind TGI Fridays. It's not too bad actually. I like their steak and their burgers are good. Excited to try these treats out. Ordered from Amazon, Rosalarita. The packaging is totally different to Australian Tim Tams. Did you get these? Are these from France or Canada? Not France, French Canada. Because it looks like it's in French. Now I'm worried. No. It's in Walmart and like when we were in the US, the packaging is different. It's just I don't understand why. I don't think they are made in Australia. These ones, but I'm pretty sure we tried them and they taste exactly the same. Yeah, double coat, double thick layer of chocolate, and then the original, the two best flavors. It does say made in Australia on the back, fantastic. So obviously they're the same. They just got a different packet. I think it's just to separate them because of like the FDA rules, the labels be different. I serve mouth-watering steaks, ribs, chicken wings, among other fantastic meals. Nice. But rather than what you serve, what do you like to make, Steph? Do you like making savory meals or do you like baking? What kind of like sets your soul on fire? Address on the back is New South Wales. Nice. Yeah, labeling regulations. Yeah. And so if they make them very different packaging wise, then you know like they don't get mixed up. North Strathfield. I did some cooking last night because we planned our week's menu and the HelloFresh stuff I was worried about. It still looked really good, but I just wanted to cook it and freeze it so we could have some frozen meals. So I made this Mumbai spiced mushroom and veggie pie. I was nervous. Honestly, it had green beans. The inside of it was carrot, green beans, celery, mushrooms, and spinach. And then it had coconut milk, but it was honestly so good. So this is what it turned out to be like. The mashed potato I just served on the side. I didn't make the salad. I ate the salad. Really yummy. It was like a coconut curry. It was really good. And then we did this. This was a week and a half old. So this was arrived the first week of HelloFresh, but we didn't make it. So I cooked it last night. Chicken bacon red pesto penne, really yummy. Really yummy. Again, didn't make the salad. I just made that to then go in the freezer. We ended up making 2 portions. You're freezing mashed potato? Yeah, why not? Just remash it when it comes out. And then I did, these are the lemon ricotta cookies from the website. So good. I did forget that I didn't put any baking powder in there, so they're a little bit more dense, but they're really yummy. I didn't follow the recipe to a T. HelloFresh that I got with your discount arrived today. Yes. Hell's Bells got given blood oranges from a friend, so I made marmalade. Oh my God, I've always wanted to try blood orange marmalade. That looks amazing. I can imagine it would be really yummy. That sounds good. Yeah. Is it delicious? Would you make it again, Hell's Bells? How do you rate it in compared to like your other marmalade. I wonder where I can get blood oranges or just blood orange marmalade. I've always wanted to try it. Margot, use some extra phyllo pastry from a box meal. From which box meal? With some brie and quince paste bites. Yes! Was this every plate? Rate 15 out of 10. Damn, that sounds good. These look amazing. Yum. Looks good. Thank you for sharing. Would you make these again? Would you do anything different?
You not make the coffee?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Where were the comms?
What do you mean? I said, here's your coffee.
Prove it.
Guys, did I say to exceed, here's your coffee? I think this is a Marley Spoon one. It was originally Borak. Nice. Is it cold? Do you want to microwave it?
No.
Oh, whatever. Don't complain then. I just made this up because they give you too much pastry. Well, very fancy. But would you, if you did it again, would you make any changes? Brie, quince paste, a little bit of hot honey in there, babe. Beware what I'm currently making in the kitchen, pizza bagels. Just pepperoni for Jay. Mine will be next. And hers will be loaded with like goat's cheese. You wait. Oh, but hold on. Beware. Where's Pizza Saturdays? Are they in the pizza channel? Here's mine, onion, feta, mozzarella, parm, and a little crushed red pepper. I love it. Beware loves the cheese like me. You didn't do Pizza Saturdays? It's a tradition. Should we bring back Feed Exceed, maybe? Maybe. I put salt and pep on it before baking, had to season it as I ate because it needed more something, okay? Well, it looks great. Thank you everyone for sharing. Let's go in the pizza channel just real quick. These are the pizzas from a few weeks ago. Vegemite pizza we tried, pickle pizza we tried. This is like what I tried to recreate on last Friday, but with no chicken, and it was folded over, like a folded wrap. We made this apple crumble pizza, delish, but I've only eaten one piece. It was two pieces. The rest is in the fridge. XC won't touch it. We're looking for more suggestions on pizza toppings, guys. Beware, this was 2 weeks ago. This is bacon, onion, goat's cheese, red pepper combo. Oh, thank you, G Money. What did you make? Feel free to share it in Discord. Stuffed crust with American cheeseburger toppings. Looks good. A square pizza. I like it. Yeah. Oh, this is cool. Cinnamon sticks. I don't know. So you would have to make a pizza dough and then make. Interesting. Oh. POTM, Pizza of the Month. Nice. Thank you, Grumpy, for sharing these. I think we should do this pesto potato and burrata next time. What do you think? Yum, yum, yum. Made a calzone. Sounds good. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Today we are going to attempt chicken nuggets. Oh, we're going to take this away. We did that. I got scared and I did that. We did the community stream. We'll do some more community games. Okay, and I just popped into my brain for something different for pizza. Green Goddess or mojo sauce inspired with Herbie Goddess. Oh, goodness. What about my mojo pork? My cubic. So in the Cubano recipe, I think it's in Molly Test Kitchen, it's called Iffy's Cubano. There's Cuban mojo pork in there. Imagine that on a pizza. And you know what else would be really good? Steak with like chimichurri. I think that would be really good too. We can just pretend we didn't. That sounds good. Rich pork balanced by herbs. Yeah. Okay, so today we are doing chicken nuggets. How do you like, what company makes the best chicken nuggets in your opinion? Is it Chick-fil-A? Is it, what is that? Something spilt on the bench. Chick-fil-A, is it McDonald's? Is it KFC? Who makes the best nugs? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Speaking of pork, I have a pork here that I was gonna cook in the pizza oven. KFC does the best nugs, but they're never crispy enough. I don't know what KFC nuggets taste like. Should have ordered some. That would be cool to do like a taste off, and then taste and then compare. All right, so this is just pork belly. This is not what we're doing today. Oh, here comes Chester. He hears a noise. I don't usually like Mac as much, but they do the superior nugget, the tempura nugget. KFC nugs, they're like a thin coating, aren't they? Crispy nuggets from KFC. They're really nicely spiced. But yeah, I would agree they're soft. I think I remember them. I think I like classic on form of dinosaurs. Unfortunately, Layla, I did look. I couldn't find a dinosaur cookie cutter, but I'll see what else I've got. I like Steggles tempura nuggets to have at home, okay? Didn't you eat like 100 of KFC nuggets? Oh my God, that was KFC! I ate 72. Yes, that was a long time ago. That was a young Molly. We did a competition. I don't know why I had to do it. It was for charity, I think. Oh my goodness, I forgot I have a sourdough loaf to cook. I think it was for charity. We did a charity stream where we got 100 nuggets and I had to eat as many as I could in one sitting. I would say the first 60 was so easy. I ate 72 in total. And it was like the last 10 were so hard, the hardest out of everything. They were KFC nuggets. Yeah. So they are nice. See, I have a forgetful brain. I couldn't tell you what Hungry Jack's taste like or Burger King. I made chicken nuggets and my sister said they tasted better than Macca's. Nice. All right, so I've got chicken breasts here. We're gonna do them in two ways. We're gonna do like chicken pieces and then we're gonna blend them and then to make like chicken nugget shape, okay? So we're just gonna go into the pantry real quick. I'm just gonna have a sip of my coffee. And then we're gonna see if we can find a cookie cutter. Here we go. See what cookie cutter shapes we could make. We could have cookie cutter flowers or hearts. Stars. Gingerbread men. That might be what we've gone with. A rabbit. This one's a little bit tricky because of the tail, but there's a poodle. Stars, more gingerbread man, triangles. Wait for it. A whale. I don't think they do it anymore, but Reddit Secret Santa, I used to do it every year. I loved it. But then they stopped it, I think, like around COVID. It was my favorite thing. And I got given a whole bunch of cookie cutters from a person in Chicago. We've got an angel, a cat, little cat tail. That's a big nugget. Good morning, the Milk Squad. Wait, you did, Molly? I love Reddit gifts. Yeah, I used to do the Reddit Secret Santa. It was fantastic. I never got Bill Gates though. That was a bit sad. Well, he never got me. So around Reddit gifts, that kind of we need a Mollytopia gift exchange. I wouldn't even know how to do it. Maybe we could do it at Christmas. Maybe we'd discuss it. A unicorn, another cat. We're looking for things to do nuggets. So this looks like an owl. I don't know, you guys can't really see it. So it looks like an owl, but then if you turn it upside down, it's a crab. It's very cool. So if you go that way, it's like an owl. I don't know if you can see, an owl. And then you flip it upside down, and then it's a crab with its hands up. Unicorn nugs would be so cool. They're so big though. What about a duck? Beware, what's that duck song? I was watching The Good Fight the other day, and that duck song came on. And it made me do a double take. It's easiest to do if everyone has Amazon wish lists, because when you go to the person, you get Amazon wish list and buy a thing within a budget. It can be done anonymously. Yeah, okay. We'll keep it in mind for maybe like September. We can start discussing it and organising September, October. No, maybe that's a bit early. Be kind to your web-footed friends. You got any grape ones? Grape cookie cutters? I don't think so. I've got some Destiny 2 ones. I've got some letters. Stars. A moose. No, the duck song. He goes, "You got any grapes?" Wank, 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 wank. Can we play it? And then there is a turtle. Do we want to do any of these? Ooh, a nozzle. That doesn't belong in there. Okay. It's another unicorn. It's not the llama song, is it? Llama, llama, duck. No, it's the duck. You got any grapes? Now, oh God. What is the duck song? The lemonade, yeah, the lemonade one, the lemonade duck song. The duck song requested by Shay. There we go. I can't go next song. Hold on. No. Stand and he said to the man, "Now you can." Bam. Said, he waddled away, what a good day. Lemonade stand, he said to the man, what a good friend. Bum, grapes. Oh yeah. wait, waddle, 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 waddle. Bum, 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 bum. Lemonade stand. He said to the man, run in the stand. Hey, bum, bum. Having grapes. This is not a good version. There's a better version than this. Wait up, blah. What do you think? There's a duck one. I think this one. We don't have any dinosaurs. We could do ducks. There's rabbits. What do you think? Waddle, 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 waddle away, waddle, 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 waddle. The stars are easy, I'm going to do them. We could do like, I used to have a bell, like McDonald's. I think unicorn will be really hard. That's really thin, but I think that one could be doable. It's really big though. You want something that is like recognizable. So I'm gonna vote these three, and you guys get one. Now I'm gonna be singing the duck song for the rest of the week. Yep. Oh no, this one wasn't my fault. I know it because a coworker. I thought this was you, Beware. Waddle, waddle. Bunny nugs. Bunny nugs? Am I weird to preferring the oval shaped nuggets? Oval shaped nuggets? All right, we'll try this one out as well. I think the other ones are either too big or too weirdly shaped. The Macado shape. So they have, how many shapes does McDonald's have? They have the bell, the boot. What else? Daddy doesn't need to know. Like I said, you're free to go. Get the cat away. All right, chicken. We're gonna do the same base, but we're gonna prepare them differently. The topping is gonna be different. So the base of the chicken is gonna be blended chicken breast, and then from there, we're going to bread some, we're going to tempura batter some, we're gonna chicken coconut crumb some as well, and see what's best, okay? I'm gonna do an Indian and a Korean fried chicken version as well. Okay, so the thing we need to do is get our food processor, which I hate to use, but we need to use it because we need to blend the chicken. All right, so this is the food processor. I think it's missing a foot. The bone, the boot, the ball, the bell. Oh, there's a bone? I didn't know that. We're singing the word. Yeah, the word. Good morning, Floss. Stop, 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 dogs. Okay. Sorry, I set the dogs off. I think there's someone at the door. Okay. never know if this is, I think that's it. Okay. Jonathan Colton. Okay. What has the best sauce? Can we discuss what is the best chicken nugget sauce? Can we all agree that it's sweet and sour? Honey. Honey. Big Mac sauce. How do you get Big Mac sauce? What do you mean? They don't have Big Mac sauce in dipping sauces, do they? Or is that homemade? Kewpie mayo sriracha. Ooh, that's good. Macca's sweet and sour, yes. They do? Yeah, you asked for it. Oh my God, you guys know all the tricks. Okay. So, we got the chicken breasts. Little tub of Big Mac sauce when they give you a nug. Oh my God. I feel like we should have organized actual nuggets today. And then we could do like a taste test. Like, we're making McDonald's version of tempura. Like, I should have got Macca's nuggets. I didn't know you could get Big Mac sauce. And you get this sweet sour burger sauce. What? And then you mix them with sweet and sour. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I feel about that though. I like the zinginess though of, so some of this we're going to blend, some of it we're not. Okay, we're going to keep it as tenders. So we'll go like that. Okay. That one's going to stay as chunks so we can chop it up and be like chicken strips. Okay. Wash my hands. You need to try. Well, I don't think I'm getting to McDonald's anytime soon, but when I eventually do, I will try. Because by far, sweet and sour is my fave. Sometimes I go for honey mustard, but it's never as good like with nugs. Sweet and sour's the goat. Okay, so into here, we're gonna add salt. Okay. Greek yogurt on homemade nuggies made with tapioca flour. Tapioca flour. We don't like the flour, we like the flour. Curry powder coating. Okay. And then you pan fry them, air fry them, bake them. How do you do it? Okay, we don't want to add too many additions to our nugs. Black pepper, salt. I think I'm going to use a little bit of garlic powder too. Air fry, okay. A little bit of muska, yum yum sauce, yum yum powder, whatever it's called. All right, I don't want to add too much because the toppings are where it's going to get its extra, okay? All right, it's on wrong. Hey, a use of yogurt that I can get behind. Huh? What's going on? Oh no. What do you mean? There you go. You don't want to blend it too much, okay? Did you break another lid? Oh, well, the lid is cracked, yeah. But, okay, that's it. That's all you need to do. Just blend it till it creates like a mince ground chicken. Okay, and then we're gonna dump it out and put it on a tray. Like this, we're gonna cut it out. You can semi-freeze it so it stays together, firms up, which is good. Do you guys remember, because I don't know anything about it, Is it Rick and Morty, like some Szechuan sauce or something at McDonald's? Do you want to know anything about that? Like a few years ago, there was like a Szechuan sauce or McDonald's Szechuan sauce or something. Sounds like a Japanese thing. Szechuan is a province in China. This is like a Chinese sauce. Yeah, it sold out so quick. Hey Google, what is Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce?
On the website Salon.com, they say Szechuan sauce was originally released in 1998 as a promotional tie into the Disney movie Mulan. It was a dark brown nugget sauce with a touch of acid from the addition of apple cider vinegar and a little nuttiness from roasted sesame oil.
Okay, Mulan. Interesting. Here we go. Is this baby got back? People were selling it on eBay. So they bought it back like a few years ago from Rick and Morty, right? Is that... Hey Google, what does Rick and Morty have to do with Szechuan sauce?
On the website rickandmorty.fandom.com, they say, in the first episode of the third season, The Rick Shank Redemption, Rick tells Cornelius Daniel about the sauce while in a BrainLink simulation, and orders some from a McDonald's, as he can only eat it in his memory.
There you go. All right, so this is our nugget. We're just spreading it out. No preservatives, just a few spices and chicken. That's all it is. We've got no additions like egg or breadcrumbs. We're going to see how this goes. We can always add an addition if necessary. We don't want them too thick because remember they're going to have breading on as well. So spread them about a little bit thinner than you want. Okay, so you don't want to blend this too much because then it goes into a paste and then it feels really overly processed. But how we're doing it now, looks like it's got some texture in it. Looks like when you bite into it, it looks like it's going to be like real chicken. Because it is real chicken. There we go. All right, that's going to go into the freezer. Okay. If this works, I'm going to steal your recipe and make them for school lunches. They're so good. It will work. I often do make mistakes, but I don't think this is going to be one of them. Are you kidding? This tray is just a little bit too short to go into my freezer. Damn it. Hold on. Go on a second row. Nope. God damn it. Will it go in? Oh, heck yeah. You just have to rotate it. All right. Hey, Tubert. I need more ideas other than sandwiches. Nice. The trick is to make good fake chicken is to use real chicken. That's it. That's it. Just gonna pop this away. So, I'm just gonna see if I've got, I don't know how, you know when I say that I don't like throwing ingredients out and I don't like, also don't like using stuff because then I've got it. Let's see how old this is. This is a tempura mix. I know that this is from the last house and so it's at least 3 years old. It doesn't have an expiry date. Okay. Do you think it's still good? I think it's still good. Should be fine, surely. Okay, so that's tempura. We've got some chicken here that we're going to cut up. And this is going to be more for our like Chick-fil-A style nuggets. Chester is like very keen. He was about to walk away and then he heard me rattling the chicken. All right, just going to rinse this. I spent hours over the weekend doing the dishes by hand, cleaning up the house, and the house is like so tidy. It started from having a guest Thursday morning. Like there's nothing like motivation that you get from having a guest coming. Do you agree? There's like, it's like peak adulting. It's peak adulting when you've got someone over. It's like the biggest motivation to clean your house. Don't you agree? So like I decluttered heaps of stuff, cleaned, sprayed our bathroom because first time she's been at our house, so I was like doing like a tour. So I was like, I better, I got spray, like shower spray, cleaned all of our bathroom, picked up, I folded all my clothes and put them away, which a normal adult should do, but then just all this stuff that I've been meaning to do, it was just perfect motivation. It was amazing. And now I'm trying to keep my house this tidy. Okay, so what we've got here is some chicken breast. And what I'm going to do is just cut it into some smaller pieces, some like nuggets. When my sister comes from Queensland, I wash the windows. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't do it for my family though. Like we had my dad's wedding here last year, but I wouldn't clean my house for family, mainly friends. All right, so I'm just cutting this into some like smaller chunks. I need my mum to come up for a weekend, so I'm motivated to fold the washing and clean the kitchen. I have to say that now you guys can see the pantry, I am motivated to keep that more clean. I have been pretty good there. So just getting like bite-sized pieces, like in 2 centimeters, 2.5, like an inch. I made a chicken sandwich yesterday and it was still raw inside. I spat it out so fast. I was so upset because it looked so good. Oh no. Just your piece was too big. Shay, how did you undercook it? All right. I don't know if it's like a generational thing or maybe it's just that like I didn't get it. Exceed's very clean, but because like streaming is my full-time job, it's like my role to keep the kitchen tidy and the house tidy, like because that's like I work from home type thing, and I'm a bit not as tidy as him. I wouldn't say I'm messy, but I'm not as clean and tidy as he is. But I don't know if it's a generational thing, but my parents were super clean, like. I don't know if it's like when you have kids, you just become tidier, but like my auntie and uncle, like, I don't know if it's just us, like, so they will, do you guys do this? Like when you have a meal that night, do you like make sure your kitchen is spotless, like really tidy? Like, so I remember my dad and mum, they would always like, the kitchen had to be like sparkling clean before they went to bed. And like going to my auntie and uncle's the other day, like my uncle did the dishes before we all left. Like as soon as dinner was done, he got up and started doing the dishes. And I was like, we pack the dishwasher and the next day I clean the kitchen until it's pretty tidy. Like I don't often, if I've got people over, I don't, like I'd rather spend time with them. I don't do the dishes there and then. Or like we pack the dishwasher together or whatever and that's it. Nope, our dishes get done, but the rest of that, rest I'm not concerned about. I need downtime and cleaning isn't. Yeah. We help clean every day, and when weekend started us deep cleaning everything. Or like when you were younger and Potsdam, yeah, we were the same. Like we had to, I suppose when you've got kids, you make the kids do the dishes, but like we don't have, yeah, I don't know. Like we had to one wash, one wipe, one put away. That was our role. When we were growing up, we used to take turns. But I'm not as tidy as my family. We had the kitchen clean every meal. My wife does it mostly the next day or so. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Royal. The older I get, the more I like to have a clean kitchen in the evening. Yeah. I really started enjoying it as well. D0, welcome in. The now, like when you kind of get used to it, I suppose, but now since our house has been really tidy the last few days, it's like, oh, like what are we going to do to make this easier? So like, I really found that like putting the dishes rather than putting them there and then doing them later, I just have been doing them straight away. And I know that that isn't like, that's what most people do, but like for me, it's a little win, like going to small habits build up. I'm listening to Atomic Habits at the moment, the ebook, the audiobook, and really learning about like small things build up. And you know, you don't have to eat well every day, all day, but like you got to do it majority of the time. Or like being clean, you know, doing those habits majority of the time, you know, 5 out of 6 is better than is a step forward. And I'm just learning like little things. You will ebb and flow and you'd fall back into bad habits, but then you just got to like do little small things. At McFast Food Corp, the slogan was time to lean, time to clean. I did hear that before, yeah. Getting a cat definitely forced me to be tidier. One of the reasons why we don't have cats, and I'm not a cat person, but we had thought about it, is that often I'll finish streaming, we'll cover the food, and then I'll go and sit down for a bit because I've been sitting for like 5 to 6 hours, and I'm tired. And we often leave food like stuff out and just covered like. But the idea of cats on my cupboards like grosses me out. But I can imagine, you know, you've got to make sure everything's covered and tidier. A lot of kids as well. That's what you think. I've thought about having, you know, the people who, you have a toddler who's like sliding around the floor. You want your floor to be clean, right? You don't want the kid to be, I don't want to feed this to you because you'll get sick. You're only allowed to have Ziwi. Well, yeah, toddlers. I think when you have a child or like a baby that's on the floor, you're more conscious of what they're coming in contact with. You get me? That's why we don't. We have a cleaner now, and the floors and cleaning. Or for the floors and the cleaning, I don't get to do and all that jazz. Yeah, and I really loved our mop, our wet dry mop that I put in Discord. That has been like our floors get mopped way more because it's a self-cleaning thing. And a robot vacuum is really great as well. Just kind of in between cleaning that you don't want to do, and then on the weekends or every 2 weeks we'll do like a deep clean. Thank God for the robot vacuum now that I have an indoor dog. Yeah. Okay. Bought a mop costume for my brother's baby. Oh, one of the crawling ones. Yeah, I've seen them. That's very cute. It's different when you have a second and you aren't as concerned about germs and all that jazz. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Okay, so I'm just looking at this. I've got my recipes here. we're gonna do these chicken breasts like a Molly Molly fried chicken. And this is going to then also be, so we're gonna do 2 versions from these chicken nuggets. Coconut fried chicken too. So coconut, panko mixed together, really delicious. Just like a different alternative. It can be keto-ish, I think. I'm not fully 100% sure. But I'm looking for, okay. So I'm gonna need 3 bowls. That is for the coconut chicken. This is great for kids' lunch boxes as well if you're that way inclined. You want some food for them kids, for the kidlets. And then here, probably should have got more chicken, shouldn't I? But I think we're gonna have a lot of chicken. Okay. All right. So this is gonna be the Molly fried chicken. So into here, we're gonna add some milk, vinegar, hot sauce. So you would like use like a buttermilk or something. So milk. Then hot sauce, salt, Exceed wants, I'm not going to do what Exceed wants. He wants a Indian inspired chicken, but I want to do my normal chicken. Okay, panko, shredded coconut, plain flour, corn flour or cornstarch, baking powder, an egg. I'm a sucker for you. I'll just say that most parents are the most concerned about germs and the boo-boos with their first child, much less the second, the third, fourth. Yeah, totally, I agree with that. My girlfriend came over with her baby during the week, and she's six and a half months, and it's just different mothering styles. Like Beth is so chill, and like the baby fell over and hit itself, just crying, and Beth was like, "It's happened. It's gonna happen again." Like she was like talking to the baby, just really chilled and relaxed. And I'm like, I don't want to be one of those, if we can have kids, that one of those hover parents or too over the top stressed. Of course, there'll be times where you're a bit more stressed, but I just think if you're relaxed, the kid will kind of get that relaxed energy, but you never know what you're going to get. Like either you could be the most relaxed parent and the kid still be highly strung. You never know. Into here, we're doing shredded, this is coconut, so shredded unsweetened coconut, all right? You can do all coconut if you want, but I like a little bit of panko as well. We're at a stage with Cora, when she hurts herself, we tell her to pick herself up and brush it off. Accidents happen. Yeah. That's what Beth was like. She was like, "It'll be okay." She was like, "You didn't hurt yourself. You'll be all right." And just got up. Yeah, it was really good. Runs through the house, falls, gets back up, and keeps going. Because if like you make a fuss of the kid, then they'll make it like into this dramatic kind of issue. But if they just pick themselves up, get up, you're still being supportive and you're still there, but it's not like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And then they like, "Oh my God," and then they like play it up a little bit. I don't know. Okay. So, flour. We're doing 2 at once, and it's going to confuse you. But I think you're smart enough to keep up with what I'm doing. Okay? So, egg, flour, coconut breadcrumbs. Okay. Put this away. Keep the flour out. I need hot sauce. And does anyone remember my key to making fried chicken, key to making like a batter or breading? I'm always harping on about this one main thing. About what happens, like how much you have to do. There's something key about what this looks like. Okay, hot sauce. Quite a bit. Chicken nuggets from scratch, all different variations. So my biggest takeaway that I want you to have from breading, battering, fried chicken is it needs to be flavor that you can see. Because lower portion of flour when we're doing the fried chicken, or lower portion of the actual breading, and you want to have a higher proportion of spices. That is seasonings, that is paprika, cumin, chili, garlic, whatever you want, but you want to increase that so you can see it. You want some salt, you want some MSG in there. You want to really be able to see the flavor, because then you'll be able to taste the flavor. If you can see it, so can your taste buds, okay? Alrighty, we'll reuse that, I think, when this is done. Cool. Alrighty. We're gonna go with, I think, this guy. I'm gonna try, or do we, what's everyone's thoughts? Do we try and fry in lard? That rain is heavy, it just came out of nowhere. Do we try and fry in lard today, or do we go back to oil? I don't know what the flavor's gonna be. I think it's pretty neutral. Let's try this. Does the lard affect taste? I'm not sure. We'll do a little bit and see what happens. It shouldn't. So this is called Super Fry solidified oil, but it's actually edible animal fat. It's not actually oil. All right. Okay, so I think our bread is ready to go in. We'll do a little bit, proceeds with all the lard. No, that's a little bit, I've got more. I was gonna use 2 of them. Shut up. It's okay, chill out. You're okay. All right, just another little hiatus. We're just gonna take a break on that. This is some rye bread. Sourdough. I made this yesterday, so it's been fermenting for, no, I made it a day and a half ago. So 24, about 30, 34 hours ago. So, like that. Grab a thing to score. Oh shit, move over that way. There we go. So So rye, I used all the rye that I had, which was probably 500 grams of, no, I think it was like 60 grams of rye flour. So I think it's like, hold on. Um, 60 divided by 500. So it's about 12% rye. Okay. Pretty cool. Score it like that. I'm going to chuck it into the cast iron pot here, and I'm going to grab some ice as well. Ready. So what I do here is I open this oven. I will open that, pull out the lid, put it onto the second oven, and then put the bread in. So we're looking at like 260 degrees Celsius here. It's quite hot. Oh shit, I didn't put the ice in. Good one, Molly. Hey Google, set timer for 30 minutes.
All right, 30 minutes, starting now.
So that's our oil, our lard. Does it smell like anything? Nice. All right. So here, flour, egg, crumb. Like this. So these are small chunks like that. So pop them in here. Make sure they're nice and coated. So the natural wetness, moisture of the chicken will help with the flour will stick to it. Beautiful. And then the egg will stick to the flour, and then the panko, the breadcrumb coconut mixture will then stick to the egg. All right. So it's a great way of getting protein into your kids, adding some egg, pan frying or even air frying these for kids or adults, big adults. Great way of getting the protein into you. The coconut has some rich of, is it potassium in coconut? Hey Google, what are the vitamins in shredded coconut?
Here is some information from the web that might possibly help. On the website verywellfit.com, they say, vitamins and minerals. Coconut is not a significant source of vitamins, but there are small amounts of folate, vitamin C, and thiamine.
What's an egg alternative? Oh, you could do flax egg if you wanted
According to Wikipedia, egg substitutes are food products which can be used to replace eggs in cooking and baking.
Thanks, mate. I've never tried it with anything else. You could do... I don't really... Is there a reason why you want to do... Is it because Cora hasn't done eggs, or like the kid's not do? Oh, no, because you can't... Eggs are really expensive at the moment, right? You don't have eggs? Hey Google, what is an egg alternative when breading chicken?
On the website Quora.com, they say milk or buttermilk, yogurt, mayonnaise, vegetable or chicken broth.
I would say like a
oil,
thick
and
Greek
mashed
yogurt.
Potatoes are some alternatives that can be used instead of eggs in breading or flouring meat.
Yeah, like a thick Greek, like get your Greek yogurt and like strain a little bit so it's really thick. That could be a good alternative. I like to use chopsticks because it's easy to pick up. They don't really catch any too much breading, and it's really easy to move them around. I've crumbed mayo before, it wasn't too bad. I think there's a HelloFresh or Marley Spoon meal where I use, instead of egg, used mayo. And I think it turned out pretty good, if I remember correctly. Oh, look at that. Or there was another one where they used mustard, but I didn't find that really good. The flavour wasn't good, especially for the kids. I think mustard's pretty harsh flavour. There we go. So if the if the coconut's going really dark really quickly, it means that your oil is way too hot. So I just turned it all the way down. I usually serve this with like a crema, because the first time I ever made this was in year 11 in cooking studies, home economics, and it wasn't chicken, it was actually prawns or shrimp. But Exceed doesn't eat shrimp or prawns, he doesn't eat seafood, so I make this with chicken now. But if you are neato, a vegetarian or a pescatarian, more like it, you can definitely do this with prawns. And it's really yummy, very tropical. There you go. Hey Zycat, welcome in. How you been? What's been happening? Yeah. I'm running out of breading. Oh no. If you're just joining us, we are doing all things. I'm going to add some flour. If you're just joining us, we're doing all things nuggets. So we're doing about 4 different varieties of chicken nuggets today. That's dirty. Deck that away. Got 6 eggs left. 6 legs left. Like you said. We use mayo for grilled cheese. Yeah. What cultural tradition would you say chicken nuggets come from? Oh, have to be American, surely. But no, I don't know, because Korean, Japanese have their own variety of nuggets, of like fried chicken. I don't know. Hey Google, who invented chicken nuggets?
According to Wikipedia, the chicken nugget was developed in the 1950s by Robert C. Baker, a food science professor at Cornell University, and published as unpatented academic work. Bite-sized pieces of chicken, coated in batter and then deep fried, were called Chicken Krispies by Baker and his associates.
But I think that's a chicken nugget. Hey Google, what country invented fried chicken?
According to Wikipedia, However, the Scottish were the first to have been recorded as deep frying their chicken in fat with breadcrumbs and seasonings, as
There we
evidenced
go.
by a recipe in an 1747 cookbook by Hannah Glass and a 1773 diary entry describing fried chicken on the Isle of Skye.
Because like there's so many cultures that are older than so many cultures that are older than America that have been doing, but it's just like you, because we call it a chicken nugget, that's, you know, they invented the word nugget, but fried chicken, like if you look at Japanese, what is Japanese fried chicken, what is it called? Karage? Like hey Google, when was karage invented? Hey Google, when was karage chicken invented?
According to Wikipedia, the first references to a style of frying called karage were in the Genroku period at the end of the 17th century. Chicken karage was popularized as a Chinese-style restaurant food in the 1930s.
The pink goo is the pink goo. We got 6 eggs left, so it will get me a batch of nugs, and hopefully we'll see more eggs on the shelves this week. Hope so. Is it Australia for the egg shortage? I haven't seen anything on until today. I didn't know there was an egg shortage. I only, in my grocery order, I didn't get the eggs that I ordered. I got the eggs that I usually buy is like $5 something, and I got a $7 pack of eggs, the bougie eggs. All right. These chicken. These are super crunchy. The coconut goes really crunchy and stays crunchy. The panko breadcrumbs are really amazing too. Now let's have a taste. Look at that. So this is an alternative way. You can just do it, like I said, with all coconut. I use the panko as well, just for an extra base, because sometimes the coconut falls off. Ready? Yum. Needs a bit of chicken salt. Where's my chicken salt at? Yeah. Bit of chicken salt. So it's unshredded, no, unsweetened shredded coconut, okay? There we go. Look at that. What do we think? Did you hear that crunch? Yeah. So delicious. Sweet palm sugar. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize there's 2 more in the pan. I couldn't see them from where I was. Bonus. Okay. So, chicken number 1. How do we rate it? What do we think? Coconut chicken. The next one we're going to do is like a fried chicken, kind of like a southern fried chicken style. But this is how I like to have this. My ideal dipping sauce for the like coconut chicken is really simple. No club fingers. Like those chopsticks. Yeah, that's it. So, sour cream. light sour cream, lean, finely textured beef, also known as pink slime. I've never heard of that. Okay, lime juice. There we go. Then we want black pepper, nice bit of black pepper. We want to be able to see it. And salt. Right. It's just turbulence. This is like a crema. You could add a little bit of cumin in there as well. But these chicken nuggets, if you did prawn or shrimp instead, are so yummy, especially with this dipping sauce. And then in there, yum. Yum. Oh God, they're so good. So crunchy. Yum. So you don't need to really measure it, but I do, like for one chicken breast, which this roughly was, we're doing like 3/4 of a cup of panko breadcrumbs, 3/4 of a cup of, you want to do 50-50 unsweetened shredded coconut with, I like shredded, not desiccated. Desiccated, it doesn't like crunch as well. Like desiccated coconut is really small. So it coats nicely, but it doesn't go as crunchy. Panko breadcrumbs and unsweetened shredded coconut, 50-50 portion. Spices, salt, pepper. You can add some chili if you want, but then an egg, 1 to 2 eggs depending on what you're doing. You can always add more, just start with 1 egg, and then like half a cup, 3/4 of a cup of plain flour, and go from there. That's how you do it. All right, next one, Molly fried chicken is, move that away. Excuse me, I just have a dog that refuses to use his dog door. He wants to go out this door. Here you go. All right. So in this bowl here, we have a hot sauce, milk. Okay, you could add some more, salt if you want. You could add some garlic powder, paprika, whatever. Then in here, plain flour. About half a cup. Oh, sorry, 3/4 of a cup. I don't know how much chicken I've got, so. Then we're gonna do a little bit of baking powder, just a little bit, help it go crispy. And then corn flour or tapioca flour, starch, or potato starch, or even better, a bit of all of them. Okay? I'm gonna grab some potato starch out. So potato starch, the starch is gonna help it go crispy. The issue with potato starch, you gotta make sure you get out the lumps, okay? And the key with the breading, have you been paying attention? Do you remember?
Have you been paying attention?
What is the trick with the breading? What are we gonna do here? For VIP for today. What is the takeaway that I mentioned before massive thing about breading and fried chicken, salt. What is it? What is it? What is it? Add enough spice. That what? Garlic powder. What is enough spice? Paprika. Yes, enough spice that you can see. Paprika. Oregano. Chili flakes. Too much is enough. Yes. Good one, good one, hell's bells. Put an egg in the mixture to create those yummy bits when you fry. Not egg. No. Close. Close. Super close. But no egg goes into my fried chicken. No egg. When the spirit tells you enough. Buttermilk, not buttermilk, it's just milk, the milk mixture. So I don't really use buttermilk, but it's like milk and vinegar. This what do you call it? Brining mixture, basically, like it's a brining marinade. You're gonna add some of that in there in a bit, but not just yet. But that makes the scraggy parts. That is an important part, Grumpy. I wasn't there. I wasn't there yet. You were jumping ahead. You know what to expect. So we've got garlic powder. We've got paprika, oregano. We're going to add some cumin, ground cumin, like that. And I said we added salt. I think we added enough already. But then we'll put some MSG. I like to add turmeric to give it some colour. Can do. I usually like the paprika will give it some colour. If you use some Kashmiri chili powder as well. Okay, but look at this. Flavour you can see, guys. Look at that. See, that's not plain flour, is it? I make my own everything bagel mix and use that. Okay, a bit of sesame seeds and onion powder. All right. Then here is the trick that Grumpy was talking about. You get some of this mixture and you sprinkle it in there like that. And that creates some scraggy bits. So these clumps of batter or clumps of mixture will stick to the chicken and then they go crunchy. All right. I'm going to try something a little different today. I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to add it into here to make like a bit of a batter to see what this does. We still want to make it sure it's wet enough that it will stick to the flour, but I'm just trying to see how that goes. Okay, beautiful. Extra clumps, that's it. First time I've seen someone add MSG. MSG is the king of all flavours. Beautiful umami flavour. If you don't like MSG, then like different strokes for different folks. Just use salt. But MSG is amazing. Okay, so into here, switch them around. So the issue here that we're going to find is that there's some clumps in here. What you can do is grab yourself like a mini strainer and you can kind of pour it out. Not pour it out, but scoop it up like this. There's not too much oil in here compared to what I usually have, but you'll just we'll just reduce it. If you want to let this cool down completely and then go again, be really careful here. kind of agitate it around, it'll kind of float around. That'll do. Made a big difference. Won't get it all, but all right. Now, turn this oil up. Fabulous. Now, hey Google, how long on my timer?
You've got 6 minutes and 5 seconds left.
Nice. Okay. While that's heating up, we can look here. All right. Our little chicken nuggets. They're semi-frozen, so they should kind of keep their shape. And give it a little wiggle. Hoping I can grab a palette knife. This is one of my favorite tools in the kitchen. I use it for making cookies, but lifting stuff up. All right. Just a bit more frozen than I was expecting, yeah. All right, so get your fingers in there. Oh, I just didn't press hard enough down. There we go. There's our little human. And our little, what's this, a rabbit? Beautiful. I don't think they're going to show up very well, but we'll see. Okay, just going to grab them. Usually have like a sacrificial piece, and just grab that. And then, oh, it's gone pretty good. Okay. The star will definitely show up a bit better than the others. Like that. Still not great. This is good for kids, but once we bread them, like with the batter and stuff, I don't think they're going to be as recognisable. I think I might put this back in the freezer for later. Is something you usually make nuggies or trying something new? Oh, I don't. I usually do what I'm doing with. Oh goodness. What I'm doing here with this smally fried chicken, that's what I usually do with nuggets or tenders, chicken strips, fried chicken. If someone asked me to make nuggets, I would blend it up like I'm doing. But I've done it 2 or 3 times. I wouldn't say, it's a lot of work. So that's why I usually like the pieces of chicken like this, which we've already done. Just way less fuss, you know? Okay. So heat down, and we're just gonna grab some of these pieces, and they're gonna go into the chicken coating here. You can use like chopsticks and then another utensil in your left hand just to break it up. Spin it around, coat it. There we go. Damn it, 2 chopsticks on the floor. Get 2 new ones. All right, let's just pick them up. So this is how I usually do my molly fried chicken. Same seasonings. You know, I don't really measure them out exactly. I just kind of go with what I like the look of each time. But it's a perfect opportunity to do it to your preference. So in here we've got garlic powder, cumin, paprika, chili flakes. I usually make gold standard. Then we add some oregano. Sometimes you can add some celery salt. Then definitely salt and pepper. MSG. Sometimes I add some chicken stock powder. All right, we're gonna grab. Celery salt goes well with chicken, yeah. Okay. I recommend, this is in our cookbook, or First Things First, getting yourself one of these. It's a metal slotted spoon. You can go into really hot liquid. It doesn't heat up unless you hold it, like you don't really want to keep it in the pot, but I find it better than silicone. You definitely don't want plastic in boiling, really, really hot oil like this. And it helps the excess liquid, moisture, oil, whatever you're doing, helps it like go away. Stop. Okay. So my 2 different alarms are going off. So just kind of zhuzh this around like that. I remember trying to use Chinese, like chopsticks when we went to Chinese one day. We were probably about, I think it was about 11 or 10 or 11. And the lovely gentleman at the Chinese restaurant gave us a bowl of M&Ms, I think, if I remember correctly. And my brother was so good. He was so good at picking up these M&Ms. So I think we ended up, like my family, very, very competitive. And my brother especially is very competitive. So he won out. I think we ended up having a competition like who could put the most M&Ms into the bowl in 2 minutes or something like that. So Cody won, but I just remember I just never really loved chopsticks. But the more you practice, the better you get. Definitely smaller chopsticks. You find a style that you like better, that's better in your hand, and go from there. All right. So just grab these out. So this is my go-to nugget. Or if I do fried chicken, I use the same recipe. Make sure you chop up your chicken or into your chicken breast or thigh into strips, or if you're using whole chicken, put it in a brine of like buttermilk or milk and vinegar. Lots and lots of hot sauce for me personally, but if you've got kids or you don't like spice, then there's no worries. You just want vinegar. Add a few spices and then create your breading mix full of plain flour, a mixture of, I would say 1 part plain flour to 2 parts plain flour to 1 part corn flour, 1 part potato starch. That's going to help it go crispy. And then add your spices as you like. So you can, did someone say KFC? Hey Port, welcome back. There we go. And so it's going to come out like this. This is kind of like a Chick-fil-A style, I would say. You're looking at a nugget. They're more like chicken pieces, aren't they? Whole pieces of chicken. Whoop, focus. What's going on with my focus here? Very spicy. I think Steve's going to really like these. But whole pieces of chicken, I'll go.
that. Oh my goodness, it's very spicy because remember I put the filling, the brine, I mixed some flour into that this time, which worked really well, but it's carried on a lot of the spice. Holy dooly. All right. I really like this this animal fat. Rather than using oil, I think I'm going to use more super fry rather than seed oils. It's really neutral. Okay. What do you think? What do you think, guys? This is Molly fried chicken bites. Molly fried nuggets. Really? Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this. We go there, maybe. Hey, don't look that way. Ready? So open this one. Look at that. Oh, that's weird. That was really weird. Okay. So what happened there was very strange. The ice that was in the inside, I didn't put it, when I dropped it in, I put it on the, accidentally dropped it on the inside of the baking paper. So it stayed there and it's like a puddle of water. It didn't like create steam. So the side of the bread is a bit moist, but I'm hoping that it will dry out now. It's very strange. Okay. I'm gonna try that thing. Kind of looks like popcorn chicken. Basically, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try this hack. This is the last time I'm gonna try it. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna be really angry. But there's this TikTok hack that I tried once and it was disastrous. But I'm gonna give it another go. You wanna use corn flour, cornstarch. Let the oil cool down a little bit. We're gonna create a slurry of corn flour and water and then pop that in there. In the oil, and it's gonna kind of refine the oil, clean it supposedly. We'll see. You've gotta be really careful because the steam will come off because we've added water. So basically what happens, what should happen, is the water acts as just like a vessel just to kind of like thin out and create a slurry, create it into a liquid. Then we put that into the oil. As we bring up the heat, the water will start to cook, to evaporate, leaving behind the corn flour or cornstarch, which is going to then stick to all of the flour remnants and clump up and clean the oil, leaving just the cleaned oil behind. All right. We're using a bigger vessel than last time because last time it boiled over. So let's just see. See if this works. We might need to do it like once or twice. Turn the heat back on. What do we think? It's pretty cool. So I think last time we just had the oil way too hot. You meant to turn the hot heat oil off. Wow. You do get some, oil wastage because the oil is going to then clump up. You're going to reduce some of your volume of oil because it's going to stay here. But usually what I would do is cool it down and then strain it. But the issue is that I can't do it on the fly, and I have to wait for the oil to cool down completely to strain it, and that I usually wait till after I'm done. Whereas this technique means that I can continue cooking with cleaner oil. All right, turn the heat off. We'll go again. What do we think? So I'm going to use water. I tried to use less water, but it didn't really turn out that way this time. So Alright, just wait for that to cook up a bit. We're going to add some more super fry. Hey Google, add lard to my shopping list. So arguably animal fat like this is better for you. It's not, they're both not great, but arguably frying in animal fat is better than seed oils. Because of the processing that seed oils go through. I don't know too much about it, but it's very interesting to learn more about. So these super fry things, blocks, are just available at Woolworths. They're roughly the same amount of butter, so they're not as cheap as seed oil. That's one of the main reasons seed oils are used. Lard usually has a higher burn point than most oils. Yeah. Issue here, I think I mixed it a bit too much, so now I've created my own issue, and now these little lumps are hard to remove, but it's only corn flour, so I think it's going to be fine with our tempura. Okay. There we go. Damn it! I cut 2 blocks, and that was the bigger block, and I was meant to keep that away and pop it back in the fridge. Oh well. Ooh. That bread. Whoop. My family were the type of Southerners, Midwesterners that keep the dripping can. I heard about that. Yeah. Like bacon lard and bacon drippings. Fantastic. All right. So, with this type of chicken, what would the dipping sauce be? Can you hear that crunch? We could go for like a Chick-fil-A sauce, Big Mac sauce. What is your sauce of choice? For like a KFC popcorn chicken. This would be yummy. This is Chick-fil-A sauce. Is that crunch coming through for you guys? Yum. Honey mustard. Big Mac sauce all the way. All right, let's whip up some honey mustard and some, we got both. That crunch was divine. The key is potato starch and the cornstarch. Some are more crunchy than others. Sweet and sour or barbecue. What is a recipe for sweet and sour sauce? Yum. Okay. Honey mustard. I'll show you how I do my honey mustard. Do you think honey mustard should have mayo in it? Yes or no? Should honey mustard just be honey and mustard? Or is it okay that it has a base of mayo? Because some people say yes, some people say no. No mayo. Mayo makes it smoother but dulls the flavour, okay? Ketchup, tomato sauce, we call it in Australia. Mayo, yes. I make honey mustard, but I make honey mustard chicken for the hubby and no mayo. Okay. So, Big Mac sauce, mayo, Kewpie. Look at this one, has a squeezy top. Oh, sorry, pop top. Okay. Like that. French's, because I'm getting rid of it. I honestly don't like French's as much as Australian American mustard brands. Okay. You could add some pickle juice. Okay. Mustard. I use whole grain mustard, and just honey, wildflower honey. And then you could add a little bit of French's in there as well, if you just want a little bit of something. Double mustard. Let's have a taste. Kind of looks like fish eggs. Let's taste. See, it's nice, but I like a little bit of Kewpie. Just a little bit. Yum. We didn't even get one of these coconut ones. Yum. Still crunchy. Whoop. There we go. And then Chick-fil-A. Yum. Ooh, the coconut with the Chick-fil-A sauce, pretty dang good. Yum. All right, next we're doing tempura, which never done tempura nuggets before. So this is all new to me. All right. So I'm gonna turn the heat off them. Way cleaner than it was. Still not great, but we're better. I've got to get this chicken away from me because... Can you hear that crunch? Oh my God. Okay. Tempura batter mix with 180 mils of cold water. Do not overmix, coat, and then, okay. All right, one more. Let's go Big Mac sauce. Be right back doing Macca's rum. Baby. A little bit of sourdough. Just a little bit of a Monday morning bake. Oh, that. Yummy. I thought tempura was something you painted with. Really? What would that be? All right. So these are our chicken nuggets to be. No, I thought Snowpiercer was cancelled. Don't lie to me like that. You told me it was cancelled, dog. You can't trick me. Next minute you'll be like, new Halo episode. They got bought by AMC. No way. No, I liked Halo. Shut up. Oh, piece of chicken. Look, that's mine. I had to eat this off the floor because my floor's clean. I couldn't let Chester have it. I got through one episode of Halo. It wasn't bad. You guys are all dramatic. All right, there's our 2 fried chicken so far. It was a bit confusing, but it was like, if you don't think of it as like Halo universe, it was pretty good. Except he slept with the enemy. That was a bit weird. And he takes his hat off, his helmet and his armor off. Okay, now, I currently remember, do I have a dish redemption currently? You don't. Well, ask the girls. Oh, fuck, sorry. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, Grumpy. Am I saying something right? Am I saying something wrong? Am I telling you the truth? Now go on and get nugs, no worries. Okay, so it says, uh, 120 grams. That's a lot. What is 125 divided by 2? 62 and a half, right? There we go. That's all I need. Is it enough? I think so. I don't know. Assuming I don't, sweet or savory? Oh, I always get nervous when you redeem because they're all so different. Let's go with, I think you did sweet last time, so let's go savory. No, you went savory, so sweet. I like your redemptions decks. They make me a little bit nervous because it challenges my thoughts of what flavors go together. Because last time it was coffee and orange and chocolate or something. But it was not too bad. 180, so 60 grams. Hold on, shit. 180, sorry, 180, 90. I was confused myself. Cold water, ice cold water. And then I don't have a water bottle here, so just drink the rest. Oh, savoury, please. Whatever you would like. Then we want to get a mini whisk. Oh, nope, we don't have a mini whisk. We'll just use this one. This is our tempura batter. Easy. So we just want to get this prepared. You want to leave some lumps, okay? I think that's, you don't want to overmix tempura from my understanding. Okay. And now we go here with the nuggets. Okay. So, we're going to heat up the oil. I don't have a lot of oil. It's not really deep frying. It's more like shallowish frying. So, this is a rabbit. Okay. And then this is a human. This is like a gingerbread human, but it's a chicken human. Chicken man. They're still semi-frozen so that they keep their shape. You're not licking my dishwasher, are you? Mr. Chester? He's licking again my dishwasher. All right. I'm gonna sacrificial piece, just a little piece of chicken that was here. No, not ready yet. But have you seen my bread? Look at this. You come back to frozen people and bread, yes. We're making tempura. Grab myself something to put on. Chopsticks. Dex has been asking for Molly chopsticks for years as merch. But hoping, I'm hoping we can get, oh God, they've started to defrost. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. Oh God. The rabbit. This is way harder than I was expecting because I don't think we can do shapes. When in doubt, should have done more batter. Okay, give it a shake. There we go. I thought this when in doubt, use a larger bowl. Oh my God, I was so close to buying more glass bowls for Prime Day, but I couldn't find them big enough. They were like 2 litres. I want a bigger bowl. I want like big bowls. You'd think that we don't feed this dog. He's licking the inside of my dishwasher. I'm going to give you some food. Okay. Look at that. The problem here is tempura doesn't really go brown, does it? So we need to add something to it, to like a browning agent. Sugar? Does anyone have any ideas? These are huge. These are huge nuggets. What can I do that goes brown? I'll try a little bit of sugar, see what happens. It's not dissolved, so it's not going to go out very well. I had a 500-gram block of butter out Saturday night to soften, which I forgot to put away before I went to bed. Long story short, one of my dogs ate. Oh, no way! The dogs got on the bench? Oh my goodness. All right, so, whoa, what's that noise? Is that a mailman? We got someone here. Excuse me, big guard dog. Hey. Morning, thank you. Have a great day. What is this? Is this my brush? Guys, what the heck have I bought? Oh my God. Oh my God, this is not what I was expecting. I thought I was getting a brush. That is, it is a brush, but it's not very cool. Like, oh my God, it feels like it's so soft. This is meant to be for the, it's bloody well made. It's meant to be for the pizza oven. But it's like, it feels like horsehair. Oh my God, it's so soft. Hold on. Okay. Grab out your rabbit. Guys, I ordered this on Amazon and it's for a brush to clean inside the barbecue. But I thought it was way smaller, like this bit be like there, like look like a dustpan and brush. It's very well made. It's like solid wood. It's nice and lacquered, but it's so soft. Ding, ding, ding. It feels like a makeup brush. It's so soft. No joke. Okay, let's see if these chicken nuggets are cooked. Ready? No. Okay, so we're gonna figure out how to get them brown. What's a browning agent? What do we think? Alrighty, Betty, bye. See ya. Stop horsing around. What is a browning agent? Because these look anemic. I'm just going to keep frying and frying and frying. That one I added some sugar, it's made like no difference. What do you think? This is the original piece. Oh wow, it's very crispy. Wow. Very crispy. No flavour. That's my fault. Salt. MSG. What other seasonings would we add in? Garlic powder. Or maybe we add, oh God, that's so much garlic powder. We add some paprika. Gonna add some color maybe. Yeah, we'll see what that does. Okay. What color? Curry powder. Yeah, he wanted curry powder. The perfect opportunity to do what he wanted. Oh, not the... I went to put it in there. Hey Google, add curry powder to my shopping list. All right, I need to get them out. How do I get you out? These things look like bricks. They're gonna be crunchy. All right. Oh, this wasn't a smart thing to do. Oh, the heat. Oh. Just quickly, go 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 quickly. There we go. Look at these. And whoever said the nuggets needed to be even bigger, you were wrong. These are too big. All right. The next round though, they have spice and flavor. We're just gonna go here real quick. We're just gonna add some flavor to these because I screwed up. So I'm gonna add some chicken salt. Bathe them in chicken salt so they absorb some of it. Because they're not very sticky. There we go. So she keeps doing it. Well, I was too far into it. All right. I think this batter might be too thick. Yep. Need more water. And the nuggets are a bit cold. But not frozen. So, okay. Who's excited for the Olympics? Exceed, it's going to be a big week for Exceed and I, just because we have so much on. So much on is three things. We've got the, we're going to Gold Class to see Deadpool. Exceed booked it months ago. We're going to go and watch the new Deadpool movie. Excited for that. We've got the Olympics to watch, the opening ceremony and watching the Olympics start. And then we've got my granddad's pizza party on the weekend. So we're very excited. We're very big Olympics people, sport, like World Cup, Olympics, fans. We love sport events. We like to get around our girls and guys, gals. Girls, guys and gals. Come on. Rosalie, you are? Who's going to win the Olympic tally this year? America always does a pretty good job. Baking soda may help the brown. That's a good idea. I've got baking powder in here. No, I don't, because I'm using tempura. That's a good idea. Thank you, Teresa. But the spices are looking really good. Look at that. These have already got more colour. Nice. Okay, let's go over to this side. Bang. All right, look at these anemic lovelies. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, ready? I'm back. Mmm. Yum. Crispy but like light. Yum. Very nice. Hop. Hop. Yum. Puerto Rico has men's basketball. That's cool. Please let me know when they're playing so we can watch. We love basketball. What's going on over there? Do you need the crunch? All the moisture's coming out of the chicken. You just gotta be careful. It's a scary noise, but don't be scared. Don't let the chicken sense your fear. Okay. Keep your hand back. Keep stand back and lean forward. Use this as an extension of your hand. Okay. It's just a scary noise. Don't let it scare you. There is a bit of spatting, but not much. So what it is the reaction of the internal moisture, the water content from the chicken coming in contact with the oil or the fat. Okay? So, the anemic ones look good. Well, they taste good. They don't really look good. Crispy. But look at these guys. Looking good. And a little shake. So, they are McDonald's-esque. So, the sweet and sour sauce. Tell me how to make it. We got like honey, vinegar. So we got sweet and sour, right? Hey Google, what is a homemade sweet and sour sauce?
Here are some recipes I found.
Thanks. I want something quick. I don't want to like boil things or... Best sweet and sour sauce, Daring Gourmet, first recipe. Okay. So it is pineapple juice, brown sugar, rice vinegar, soy sauce, ketchup, oh god. Oh god. All right, so I'll get brown sugar and got a little bit of ketchup here. Got honey. I don't really need the honey anymore, but let's go into the back. So it wants a little bit of ketchup, sweetness. We want rice vinegar. Is this one? I'm just gonna create a really simple sauce. I'm not gonna thicken it. We've got some brown sugar. So sweet is the honey and the brown sugar and a little bit of ketchup. Then we've got the sour from the rice vinegar. We'll see what this tastes like. What Olympic events are you guys excited for? What do you like? Gymnastics is always a goodie for me. It's just like usually always on. So you can always tune in on something. But the issue is that unfortunately Tokyo was really good for us because the time zone was really great. Paris, not so much. Okay. Oh, that's really good, actually. Could be better with more thickening, but that is pretty dang good. So let's go this one. This is our star. I would say this texture is very much like McDonald's. Thin coating, crispy. Flavor's really good. The curry powder was a good touch, Nito. Look at that. Look at that. Yum. And then there's dipping sauce. Bit thin, but very much like a really nice sweet sour. Yum. So that's number 3. These ones here are much crunchier, they're much thicker. What do you prefer? Crunchier or softer but more flavour and more colour? What do you think? Nice. Okay. So last but not least is, I'm going to try this one. They're pretty similar. There's more flavour. These are softening a little bit, but they're still quite crunchy for tempura. Yum. I didn't think I'd like that one as much as I have. Okay, last but not least is the Molly fried chicken version, like those nuggets, but with chicken bits like that. The issue I think we're gonna find is we need like a batter first. So I'm gonna get a little bit of this flour mixture, mix it with some milk to make like a batter to cover that so that there's some stickiness. Like this here isn't wet enough. We're gonna run into a little bit of an issue because it's so soft. But there's no moisture for it to stick to, I don't think. Okay. Getting some milk. Okay, so my idea is chuck some, it's a bit too much. Put some of this flour, make like a batter. No issues now, I've created lumps. Doesn't matter, okay. I'm gonna get some messy hands. Oh, my chat is playing up. Hold on. I think Twitch is playing up for me. She's like, oh no, I missed all this chat. I was wondering, I didn't see any responses. And I was like, why is no one talking to me? But you are. Put swimming and equestrian for Grumpy, handball, tennis and badminton and football for Lady Lyra. I want to watch the opening ceremony but 3 a.m. For us, it's 1:30, I think. Yeah. There she is. Good golly, Miss Molly. Hey, Knife Clan. What did you put in it? In what? What's been my favourite chicken so far? I don't know. I think I really like this Molly fried chicken, like the pieces, rather than blend it out, because I like they're easy to go to, whereas the faffing around of blending the chicken or using we're coming across an issue now. I'm going to show you. Like blending or using chicken mince like this, unless you buy it, it's a lot of faffing around. I really like this where it's chopped up pieces of chicken. That's probably my go-to and that's probably my preference because it has that texture as well. But I really am liking these tempura ones actually. Margot, good idea for tempura. Yum. Does it come in spicy? These ones here are quite spicy. They've got habanero pineapple hot sauce. Very nice. Okay, so the issue here is because there's so much moisture, like the chicken is, the fibers of the chicken have been blended, so they don't retain inside the meat compared to when the meat is like a whole piece. It retains its moisture. With this, the fibers aren't there in like their whole state. So what's happening is when I'm breading it, you saw when it was all bubbling, like the moisture was being released. This is happening as well with this style because the breading isn't like a batter. It isn't enrobing the chicken. It's coming out way quicker. So we'll have to see what happens in the next few. So I've got the chicken here. It's a bit messier compared to the whole chicken pieces because it's basically like falling apart. So we're going to do smaller nuggets. They were good when they were frozen, but now it's defrosted. Because look at this. It's just so malleable. My cat loves chicken and is right in my face wanting a bite. The sweet and sour sauce is good too, yes. All right. So I'm literally just getting like mounds of this chicken and then like pressing it into this kind of almost batter, just like a wet liquid, to then press again into the dry breading just to like make it stick together. So I think if, what is in the sweet sour sauce? So we have some honey, brown sugar, some rice vinegar, ketchup, and then I haven't put it in there yet, but you're meant to have a little bit of soy sauce. And then you're meant to add some corn flour or cornstarch and then cook it so it thickens, but mine's really runny because it's not. So it's super simple. It tastes really good. So no apricot. No. It did say pineapple juice, but I didn't have any. And I don't want to open a whole can of pineapple juice for no reason. Okay. See how much moisture is coming out? Be really careful. So would I do these style again? No. Like this is way too messy for me. And fiddly. I'm not all about the fiddle. I don't like fiddling with food. But if you open a pineapple, you can make carrot cake. I could. But then I love my pineapple carrot cake and I love to eat it. But then I've got lemon ricotta cookies that I made yesterday because I felt like baking. And then on Wednesday, I'm making pistachio and Biscoff brownies. So I've got to take a bit of a break from the sweet stuff when I can. I prefer chicken fritters than shredded chicken paste. Yeah. All right. We're going to do one or two more. I've stopped doing the batter. There's not any left, but I don't think it's very good. You just use the paste or like the whatever you ground chicken, and just press it into the mix. Yeah. There we go. All right, wash your hands. The dogs are hanging around me now. They can smell all the chicken. Guys, another reminder, if you haven't made my carrot cake on the website, my spiced carrot cake with pineapple, or any of the recipes from the website, go and check it out. MissMollyMix.com. I haven't had an opportunity to discuss. I was meant to do it over the weekend, but I think Exceed was. He wanted a break from the screens because he spent Friday. They had outages with. So his company, they are in the US when Microsoft went down, but US is kind of its own region. But he had some outages, and then after stream, the CrowdStrike issue. The CrowdStrike wasn't until the afternoon. When I went and had a nap, I woke up and I was wondering why I hadn't really talked to him all day, because he had an outage in the morning when we were streaming. Then I went and had a nap, woke up, and he was like in meetings. They were in like a war room. Like the global team were all in a war room. Trying to work all the situation out, and it was very, very stressful, he was saying. So I don't think I wanted to ask him any like IT stuff, IT questions, but they have thousands of servers that they have across every continent, not every continent, but like every region that they have to manually now reset. And he was explaining it to me, and it's all very stressful. So my thoughts are with everybody in IT at the moment, and all the marketing companies and PR companies that are doing trying to fix the situation. And I think everyone initially thought it was, is he spending the week in the office? They all logged in on Saturday, but the global team, they had it sorted, so he didn't have to be there. All of the Australian APAC team, they logged in. I think it was very lovely of them. They all logged in at different times to check if they needed work, needed to help, but the UK team had it all sorted. We have 1,300 people who are my company who are still offline. Wow. And 8-hour plus wait times to be seen on IT on site. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. But I also think that there's a lot of people out there that just, you just got to be patient with everybody, and the IT people that, be kind to your IT, your frontline, your support desk, because they're under the pump, they're stressed. And it's unprecedented, but hopefully it never happens again. I think it's just a nice opportunity for us to be patient. It is frustrating, but they're just doing their best trying to get it up as soon as they can. I felt bad for the retail workers getting grief from customers on the weekend. Crazy, right? All these people saying cash is king, but POS systems all work on the same network. So, people can't take cash because they have to do all their accounting and stuff the same. Yes, a lot of companies these days don't have invoice books, and they don't have the ability to, unless they're small businesses, very small businesses, you still can't accept cash.
you have to close. I told a young girl, I hope she doesn't get too many dickheads. She looks so relieved to someone be nice to her. Poor, even that, isn't that sad that, you know, that she feels relieved because someone was like nice to her. Like, yeah, it's really shitty situation, but hopefully it gets sorted. All right. But Exceed's manager went on holiday for 2 weeks and he didn't take his work laptop. And it's quite funny that perfect timing that he couldn't even log in. Wow. The difference between these, which are nuggets, and these ones here. Okay, look at these. Look at this, look at this. Hello, Mr. Chu, you like my mat? All right, so here, they look pretty similar, right? Just like a bigger version. Like that looks like a bigger version of this. So if you open this, it's a whole piece of like a piece of chicken, unprocessed, not blended, whatever. Moisture stays within it. This here, so that's blended chicken. The issue is that the moisture cooks out pretty quickly because it has no fiber to like retain. Muscle fibers are all broken, so it doesn't retain the moisture. So it is nice, but markedly drier than its counterpart. It's good though. It's bloody good. This one must have been a bad one. Oh, it's really dry. So, crunchy. Now we're going to go back and try them now that they've cooled down and see what is still crunchy. Okay. How good. All right. So we've got 4 different dipping sauces. Into the unknown. Okay. See if we can put these all on the same tray. What do you think? So these are the tempura and McDonald's style. Oh, I don't want you to fall in. And then these are the coconut. Oh. Look at that. What do we think? So, crispy coconut panko fried chicken, Molly fried chicken, nuggets, or like you would say like these are bites, chicken bites. These are chicken nuggets, where these have been blended and then fried. So these are 2 whole pieces of chicken. These are like ground chicken, chicken mince. And this is tempura. Okay? Yeah, kind of like popcorn chicken, for sure. What do we think? What do we like the look of? So you've got like that. This is a Molly nugget. Like that. So blended up pieces of chicken, coated in the same topping of these, but this is a whole piece of chicken. Then we have the Molly tempura nugget, so copy of McDonald's. Ready? Thinner, crispy, nice and flavorful. This is a tempura batter with a little bit of curry powder, paprika, garlic powder, salt, MSG,
in there. And then last but not least, this one here is a coconut chicken bite, which is coconut panko breadcrumbs. We first put it into flour, then egg, then into the panko coconut mix. And this is so yummy, served with a crema, so sour cream, lime juice, black pepper, salt, and you can add a little bit of cumin if you want. It's very yummy. Super. What's going on? What is going on? There we go. Look at that. Yum. What do you think you'd like best? Hello. So you just walk past. And then we have this one here in the sweet and sour sauce. A bit thinner, but very flavourful. I'm a big fan of that, actually. Oh my God, there we go. Sweet and sour sauce. Then honey mustard. This is not homemade, but this is Chick-fil-A sauce. And then a Big Mac sauce. So ketchup or tomato sauce, mustard, a little bit of honey. No, not honey. Kewpie, ketchup, mustard. Delicious.
Where's my Indian nugget?
This nugget here. Come try.
I want a rush.
My brush.
Oh my God, your brush.
But look,
Which one's Indian?
look at this.
Oh, that's not very good, babe.
It's so soft.
Why did you get the soft one?
I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Which one's Indian?
Well, you gotta try all of them. So this is a molly fried chicken bite.
That sounds like none of them were Indian.
No, it's got curry powder in it. Oh, this one has curry powder in it.
So I got to try by
Yep.
itself or with?
Oh no, you can whatever you want.
Do you have a favourite?
No, I don't actually. This time, I like all four of them. So that's honey mustard. That's Chick-fil-A sauce, sweet and sour.
Is so good.
Honey mustard, I know you. Big Mac sauce and crema.
Yeah.
So this is coconut chicken. That's tempura, like McDonald's do. And this is the bigger version of that, but then this has got blended chicken rather than a chicken piece.
That's good sauce.
The Big Mac sauce. I like that one. That was the idea of the sweet and sour.
I don't think coconut adds enough to it to warrant the damage it does to your mouth.
You think it damages your mouth, like scrapes the end of your mouth?
It's not very pleasant to eat.
Okay, I disagree, but okay. But it's good with that sauce there.
What is this?
This is sour cream, lime juice, black pepper. Because this is traditionally, this recipe I made, it has prawns, but you don't eat prawns, so I do chicken. See? That's the first one, so it's a bit
Well,
cold.
you can't say you eat that and that you taste coconut.
Yeah, I do.
That's how you lie there.
What do you mean?
What's next?
This one? I'd have it with that sauce.
Did you-
This is a curry powder one.
Are they trying shaped like something?
Initially they were, but then you don't really see. This is supposed to be a duck, and then this one was supposed to be a
Well, they're
a
not.
star.
They're not.
Yeah, I know. That's why we stopped doing shapes.
So these are like McDonald's.
Yeah. Try that sauce. It's a bit thin. The next time I'll make it thicker, but I didn't heat it.
Go ahead.
Do you like the sauce?
Yeah, it's good sauce.
Nice crunchy. I can hear the crunch. Yep. And then this one.
They're probably my least favourite nugget though.
Really?
Of the group.
Okay. The tempura.
What are they?
That's the same, but they were just done
Why
first,
is it
and then
different colour?
because these ones had spices in them.
Oh. And what's this one?
That is like them, but these have got like chopped chicken, blended chicken.
Is Jack getting excited about the Olympics?
Chat. I thought you said Jack, and I was like, who's Jack? Chat is, yep. Grumpy's excited for equestrian and fight. What sport are you guys excited for? We're talking about CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike.
Friday night. I got this bad habit.
Oh, handball, tennis, badminton, swimming. Yeah, what's your bad
I
habit?
got this super bad habit.
Yeah.
To do in a professional environment.
Yeah,
So the thing that had a problem is CrowdStrike, right?
yeah.
Take a wild guess at how you abbreviate CrowdStrike.
CS,
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And so when a gamer sees CS, what do you think they say?
Counter-Strike.
That's right. So what do you think I said in a meeting?
You were talking about
Guys, we just got to turn off Counter-Strike.
Nice. How was your meeting? Was it good? Mm-hmm. Are they all sorted? Like, are they good?
We are in Australia.
Cool.
Nice one.
So give us a review. What's your favourite?
This one I think is probably the all-round winner.
Molly fried chicken, yeah.
Oh, it just so happens to be yours, does it?
Yeah. Good choice.
Although I like the... Does this have pepper in them?
They all have pepper, yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Because I like the peppering. That's
This probably
going
doesn't have as much pepper going on.
on. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the peppering that's going on with the Macca's ones.
Yeah.
But maybe it just stands out more there because
Because it's so thin and yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
these are pretty... no, I just think I like these because these are bigger.
Yeah.
Not because they're cooked differently or
Yeah.
whatever.
I think they're a bit drier than these.
But
But you don't like the coconut.
Well, I just don't feel like the coconut adds and like it justifies its existence.
Okay.
They're good, but like you just rather have that.
Okay. Yep. What's your favourite sauce?
Oh, I mean the sauces are good. This is really good.
Honey mustard.
This is really good.
Big Mac.
That's Chick-fil-A, hey?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I'd probably go best.
So best is honey mustard.
Second best.
Big Mac.
Third, fourth.
Chick-fil-A. You think that what?
But that doesn't mean it's bad. It means it's not as good.
You don't think the sweet and sour sauce? Oh my god.
It's a bit thin.
It's a bit thin.
It's sweet and sour water.
Yeah. You're so cheeky. Okay.
You got to take them away from me, hey?
No, you
Yeah,
can.
because you got to show the people.
Okay.
Otherwise, what'd you do today?
Yeah. Well, CSGO has existed for a while, so they could CS stop. Yes. Okay. Oh, my bread! We get to bake or cut the bread. It didn't. It's a bit flatter than I was expecting, but it still looks good. Let's go carbs on carbs, guys. My starter wasn't as active as it should have been, but still pretty good. Smells good. Carb me up, baby. Smell this.
It smells like yeast.
Right. I'll be through it if I can get bread to look like that. I'll teach you. If anyone would like sourdough starter sent to them, if you want to tip $10, I will send sourdough starter to you. So if we'll put it in Discord, a $10 tip into PayPal, and then send me your address. We need to update that. Then I will send you some powdered sourdough starter. Cool? And then we can do a sourdough starter sessions. What do you think? What do you think? If you'd like to make delicious bread like this, very simple. Oh, I didn't see that you redeemed a dish. Look at that. $10 Australian. Oh, $10 Australian. Oh, sorry. If you want to send me, if you're in Australia, $10 Australian. If you're in the US, we have to discuss the starter. I've got to figure out how much the cost is. But if you're in Australia, you want some sourdough starter. Look at this. Dex, what was your redemption? Let me see. So this, I probably should have let it go for a little bit longer, but I wanted bread because this will be chopped up and then I freeze it. Frozen bread is actually better for you than fresh bread. It's got, it changes there's a reaction what happens when you freeze bread, the starches change. All right, oh Dex, you haven't, let me see, hold on. Go back. Well, can't eat anymore. Well,
Delicious.
Hey.
Give me that starter.
Thank you, Nito. Thank you, Nito. Okay. Dex's redemption. Okay, these are so delicious. I make them several times a week, a simple recipe in German. Okay, boiled potatoes. We got some onion, carrots, ground beef, tomatoes, almost put my address in the PayPal comments, yikes. All right. Potatoes. Oh my God, is this gonna be, oh my gosh. Herbed, oh my goodness, herbed potato. Yeah, oh my God, you're right. A scientific study published in 2007 indicates that freezing white bread could lower its GI. Yeah, when the bread is toasted after being defrosted. Another study in 2017 showed similar results, right? Okay, so we've got potato, like dumplings, filled with cheese, filled with the mix of beef. Interesting. It's not too bad. And you put them in the... You could do TVP with this. Good redemption, Dexopolis. Always pushing the boundaries for me and trying to make me do different new things. I love it. Look at that. That was good.
It's like a reverse pie. That's what I was just thinking. It's a upside down shepherd's pie or like cottage pie. Yum. Thanks, Dexosaurus. Thumbs up. The other redemptions we've got coming are chocolate tres leches cake, chicken and dumplings, I think. That's all I can remember right now. But there's some cool stuff. Get your redemptions in. We're running low. The mods will hound you. Guys, DOTD. What is your dish of the day? Dish of the day. Are you a bread fan? Are you a fan of the bread? Or are you a fan of the nuggets? Nuggets? What do you think, Chess? You can have a little bit of this plain nugget. I'll take the batter off. Okay, so we've got McDonald's tempura nuggets. We've got, let's go with KFC nuggets. Popcorn chicken and coconut chicken. What is your NOTD, nugget of the day? What is your nug of the day? Nug of the day, nug of the day, yeah. NOTD. Wash it down with a little bit of grape juice. I know this is going to be, you're probably not going to be a fan of this, guys, but it's basically grape soda. You get a glass, usually you add ice, a bit of grape juice like that, not too much, not less than half a glass, and then top it with soda water. Like that. And it's like grape soda. It still has a little bit of sweetness, so you're not drinking just water, but it's not full sugar grape juice. I do it with orange juice, I do it with pineapple juice. I love it. It's how I drink. I would even add less juice. Apple juice is good too. It's like carbonated juice. I just really like it. I don't like drinking juice like on its own. I found it way too sweet, and just giving it some bubbles kind of give it this lightness. It's not as thick. I don't know. It's just like a textural thing. I just really enjoy it, and it waters it down. So big fan. And you don't have to feel bad about like drinking orange juice like with the sugar and whatever. You just had a puff. Flavor packet mix, but use carbonated water. Yeah, okay. Redemption list updated. Thank you. All right. So Ratty Patty, your favorite was the chicken nuggets, the coconut nuggets. Dex, you like the popcorn? Let me know what else you guys liked. I do the same thing, but with cordial. Yeah. I really like, I get sugar-free cordial. This one's separated, but I get this Diet Right. It's like sugar-free, no added sugar, like cordial. And then this one's apple blackcurrant, and then this one is multi-fruits, and you just add soda water to that. Very good. And like no real sugar. There's in this 1.3 grams of sugar in 250 mils. Yeah, if it's made up. I think. Serving per packet, 40, serving size 240 mils. 1 part cordial, 9 parts water, yeah. Outstanding redemptions, Redeemer, chicken and dumpling soup. Oh, and Tamina. Anne was a maple syrup pie. Coconut cream pie from Beware. California pizza, that's a pizza redemption. And pot slut, tres leches cake from Easy, upside down pie from Dex. Sorry for mate, it's fine, it's all good. Yeah, all right.
So surprisingly, cordials were meant to be cut with water. Yeah. What? No, they don't. No, they don't. No one drinks cordial by itself. Huh? No, they don't. No. Surely no one drinks cordial like straight. No. They're so thick and so sweet. I have my cordial very strong. Yeah, but you still dilute it with some water. Oh my God. I remember as a kid accidentally drinking cordial straight once and it was like pure syrup, yeah. Remember in the US there's some people who add sugar to Coke, like spoonfuls of... When I was a kid I used to do, instead of just adding lemon juice to Coke, I thought that the best thing to do was add sugar and lemon juice to make it like a syrup. It was very wrong. I said sugar to a cup, then put lemon juice on it. Because do you know what I thought? Is that the lemon juice on its own was too sour. So I had to add sugar to it to make it not so sour and then add it to Coke. Are you fucking serious? How ridiculous is that? Just add lemon juice to Coke. Because they took Coke lemon and Coke lime away. They were my favorite. You should try Coke with a little bit of lemon or lime juice. It's really good. Never heard that before. Wow. Anyway, hello, Mr. Dewey. She's fired up. That was like the dumbest thing. Dumbest thing. Raspberry Coke is the best. Never had it. Don't think I ever want to. But again, a few people have asked me to send their hold on. A few people have asked me to send some sourdough starter. So if you are interested, message me on Discord. If you're in Australia, just tip $10. Just covers shipping. And because I don't think it can go through as an envelope, it has to be paper, so you've got to send it as a parcel. There might be something else in there too. We'll see. I love your dog. Thank you. I love him too. You want the people to see you? Oh, he's a big boy. Anja. What do you think? Oh, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. That is Chew. Chewbacca, Chorizo, Choo Choo. The white one, we call him often. You got the black one and the white one. Because we can't, when we talk about them, you can't say their name, or they each pay attention to each other's names. So we say the white one or the black one. Like, is the white one with you, or is the black one with you? Have you fed the white one? I'm talking about you. All right. Guys, tomorrow, if you haven't seen the schedule for this week, brownie meeting tomorrow, be there or be square. We're going through elements of the website that I'm building. Lasagna on Wednesday. I'm making lasagna and brownies. So we're doing Biscoff brownies and pistachio brownies. Then a brownie meeting. Friday we're doing Jennifer Aniston salad. It's like this vegetarian quinoa, chickpea, yummy salad that I like the look of. And then we're doing pizza dough prep. No pizza stream this week, I'm sorry, but we're going to do a pizza party at my grandparents' house for my granddad's 85th birthday. So we're preparing the pizza and then we're gonna cook it at his house. We can't do 2 pizza streams in a week. Oh, too heavy. Put the start time in. When is Nido available? When do you leave? Put the start time in when... All right. So we are going to, salad does not contain real Jennifer Aniston. We couldn't find that ingredient. So we're going to use an alternative. I'm going to show you a hack. Don't worry, 'tis a joke in mod chat after last time I asked, and your love for new channels. God damn. They give me such a hard time, guys. They talk about me. They've got this group chat called like Philip, and they've all got this like personal Discord, all the mods and Exceed. No me. I don't get invited to a group chat, just them. And then you guys have, if you didn't know, there's a channel in Discord that Exceed and I aren't a part of, called Molly, I don't know what it's called, Molly and Exceed Zone or something, where you can talk about me and Exceed. Nice things, please. Okay, I'm just trying to find someone new to raid. Or do we want to go, do you want music? Do you want to go to Hazy? Or do you want to more food and drink? Do you want music, beautiful Hazy singing? Or would you like to do more food? You're gonna have to copy and paste this anyway. Thank you for the people that copy and pasted it on our last raid. It was lovely. Please keep it up. I pay attention. You might get extra points if you raid. Let's watch Exceed play Counter-Strike. Food for you. All right, let's see. Oh, there's someone naked. Is he naked? Is he naked?
I feel like they should brown a little bit on top. Good, how's it going?
His name is Weedo.
Like when I look at the crumbles, I know what like they should look like.
I don't know how I feel. He has no shirt on. And
So oh yeah, so until the top.
I don't know if it was a girl with no shirt, would I read that? Like, I don't know. Free the nipple. Okay. Who else is? Who do we know? Bacon brownies. Rumor rooming. Okay. Let's see rumor rooming. At least put an apron on. He has an apron on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if we should, his nips are covered. All right. Let's go. Rumor has got 14 viewers. Let's go make it Rumor Roomy. Making brownies. Let's go make some brownies with Rumor. Guys, copy and paste the raid call message. Let's go see Rumor Roomy. Give him a follow. Copy and paste the raid call message is the best thing you can do. I pay attention. You might get some bonus points. You might get VIP. Thank you everyone for being here. Next stream on is 1 day and 20 hours in the kitchen, but 20 hours if you want to, roughly 19 hours tomorrow. I'll be in the office. Okay, we'll have some chats. Share the love with the raid and the message. Take care, brush your hair, be good to yourself and those around you. Thank you for those who have contributed to today's stream. Thank you for the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs. And we'll start a new week from after this stream. All this stuff will go. All right? What's happening with here? All right, see you guys. Love you. Be good. Thank you for the redemption decks. Thanks, mods. Bye-bye.